Welcome back to Dungeons 2, so let's continue on this. Okay.
In the east of the posh lands lay a small alliance camp that looked after the area's agriculture. This wouldn't be of much help against a bunch of crazed orcs.
So we want you to get the entrench ability.
The Alliance's outpost in the east was unable to resist the horde. Another part of the posh lands fell to make room for some beautiful tombs, from which undead would soon rise.
Okay. Saving.
It's payday.
Good. We could actually theoretically just get all our Nagas out.
After the Alliance had repeatedly failed with their clumsy wave tactics, the decision was made to overrun the ultimate evil with a single giant attack. Of course, this would fail, but it would be close. Very close.
Okay, I'm guessing we should probably get back, so... Research normal doors here, here, and here.
From the book Plague Lands, Until the Morning Mists Arise. The undead in these lands were a scary bunch. They lacked any of the glitz and glamour which we now associate with the undead, particularly vampires. It would be completely futile to search for a teen love story anywhere around here.
Okay.
lost Alliance forces have been defeated, and with them the armies of good have been driven back, for the time being at least. Now it was time to change tack and start the attack. The posh lands now needed to be restored to their former glory.
Okay, and then we bring all of these. Goblins can stay. Oh, there's this guy. Alright, so we pop back out at here. So we take out this encampment. There's still one left in here.
In the middle of the posh lands, directly at a crossroads, there lay the small but well-fortified village of Bunnyfield. The Alliance would send small attack groups towards the dungeon from here as well. Oh God! It's the Slender Man! Run! Oh, sorry, just a shadow.
Get rid of this. Okay.
Payday! In the north, the Plaguelands, or maybe Poshlands, were bordered by an insurmountable wall of solid ice. No one knew what lay beyond, in the wilds of the north, although rumors of terrible monsters and the like abounded. Someday, the ultimate evil would love to spend a holiday there.
We go this way, because there is...
Not all of the Plaguelands had been conquered by the Alliance. One area was so especially steeped in evil that it could not be cultivated at all. It was quickly covered with a magical spell and surrounded by a massive wall. An entrance would probably only be found once the rest of the Poshlands had been destroyed.
Okay, we need to come back home then.
Stanley was wondering whether he should return to his desk. Sorry, I'm in the wrong script.
Okay, once everyone's back, we go out through this door. Where I can get their money. Okay, first things first is we expand out this room. And we do
There are enemies in your dungeon. Only 20 years lay between the deadly plague lands and the unpleasantly swanky posh lands. It was incredible what a little paint could do.
okay. Done.
It's payday.
I want you to get money. Not money. Everyone's getting their money, but we got people to heal. Just slap them. Heal faster!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
it is time.
Once, the Plaguelands were a cozy place for the undead. However, after the ultimate evil's fall, the place was taken over by a group known as the Crimson Crusade. They transformed it into the Poshlands. They even made a film about it, a very sad story called Unlife is Beautiful.
We need our Nagas. Oh, we lost our queen. So we wait. Those guys can hang out at the entrance. Saving.
The capital of the Poshlands lay in the northwest of the country. Hipster Bridge. Yes, granted, a terrible name, but what can you do? Despite its ridiculous name, Hipster Bridge was heavily guarded and would resist attack by all means possible. The Horde would have to work hard here to bring the city back into the Plaguelands. Back when the Plaguelands still existed, harmony and unity pervaded the lands. There were no conflicts, because the undead do not wage war against each other. There were no needy, because undead do not have any needs. All in all, an idyllic utopia. If there.
Okay.
Payday. Mission accomplished. The Poshlands were history, so 3 cheers for the Plaguelands. It wouldn't be long before the undead would rise again. Skeletons, zombies, white wanderers, well, maybe not the latter. And rise they did. To be honest, they were actually less than the astounded evil expected, but still. It used its mental abilities to reach out to them in order to seize them and to bring them under its control. But the evil did not succeed. Another power had already taken possession of them. A massive shape rose from a crypt in the east. It started to speak in the ultimate evil's direction.
You hold no power here. I will only obey the king of Gondor. I mean, the ultimate evil. It is time for you to die, oh living ones.
This was a tad unexpected for the ultimate evil. It would seem there was an imposter out there trying to usurp its title. It would have to worry about that later, though. This threat had to be dealt with first, as the undead were obviously baying for a fight with the Horde. It could safely be assumed that whoever was controlling the undead was doing so from somewhere up in the wild region of the Plaguelands. The ultimate evil would need to send its troops there in order to eliminate this threat.
Alright, we'll go do that and then we'll end the episode.
The throne room is under attack. By the way, did you know that in the first dungeons, a certain Calypso, not to be confused with the great publisher Calypso, joined in the game? You didn't? Well, I wanted to astound you with this momentous bit of trivia. You really should get back to playing the game again.
Yeah, they're killing themselves there. Come on. Kill the pixie.
Once again, the strange figure appeared,
Okay.
just like it had done several times before. The creatures of the unspeakable evil paused, confused, uncertain what to do.
You fool! I warned you not to start a civil war! For that, you will pay!
With these words, the mysterious figure disappeared once again. Probably hadn't had enough breakfast. Never mind. There's a skeleton king in the crypt just waiting to be pounded into a pulp by the Horde. You shouldn't keep him waiting. That would be rude.
Grab the book. Let's just walk all the way through as quickly as we can. We lost our queen.
Oh yes, back to the Plaguelands. Here, the undead sometimes like to have grand dances, real thrillers, so to speak. But those days were gone once the Poshlands came into existence.
Do we go over this way? Okay. So,
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Payday.
that's fine. Let's go back to these guys.
This is where the dead do rest. There is no place for the living here. Meet my sword. Frostgarn is hungry.
It was obvious that negotiations were not an option here. Therefore, the powerful evil chose one of its most well-proven tactics to solve the problem. Hit it till it stops moving. By the way, the Dungeon's 2 developers were not broken into and no one stole the source code. The game was also not split into 2. The developers have not even randomly offended people on social media or slept with any journalists. All in all, the game development was very uneventful. That's such a yawningly boring story. How did it ever make it into the dialogue? The Skeleton King was unable to withstand the unspeakable evil's creatures and crumbled to dust under their mighty blows like a vampire in sunlight. Just like a proper vampire does.
Uh-huh.
Not one of those little Twilight wuzzes. But I digress. The undead remained completely unimpressed and steadfastly refused to be controlled by the ultimate evil. Something out there was stopping them. However, without a leader, they were no longer a threat to the Horde. They just trudged about mindlessly, completely devoid of control. They were therefore useless to the ultimate evil. So the evil pushed on towards King's Ending in order to destroy the Alliance's remaining heroes there.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.